Chelsea Michelle, and we have written a prequel novella that you can get for free. It's called Hours We Regret. And today,
if you haven't read it yet, we want to talk to you a little bit about what is going on here. So, Hours We Regret. First thing, we have twin sisters.
Yes. Identical twin sisters.
Yes. Chelsea and Michelle. And they are actually, they're how old in this? Is it 24?
I think around 24-ish.
Yeah, about mid-20s. Anyways, they are in a small town called Maple Springs. They're actually roommates. They're living in their little house together. Chelsea, tell us a little bit about Chelsea.
All right, so Chelsea is the older twin, and she has all of the older sister hallmarks. She's very organized, exact.
Bossy. She's very bossy.
She's not bossy, she just knows the right way to do things.
Bossy.
So Chelsea is my twin, by the way, and she is very much
bossy.
Created after me was what I was going to say. Anyway, but she works at a bank, and so she has, she's just all pulled together, and she just, she
thinks she's pulled together. Michelle knows how to rattle that cage.
Yeah. So that's like very, very type A, very on top of things. This is how things are done, responsible. That's Chelsea.
Yeah, that is Chelsea. Michelle is quite her opposite. Michelle is, let's see, how do we describe Michelle? She's, well, one of our readers described her as moody. That's probably accurate. No, Michelle is just, she's not on time. She's a little more of a free spirit.
She lives by her feelings.
She does.
And if she wants to do something, then she just goes and does it.
Sounds right to me. But she has an older sister who kind of is on her back all the time, trying to correct her. Anyway, so what we have happening here in this particular story is Michelle's kind of been going through some stuff, and I'm not going to tell you what she's dealing with, but she's got some serious thoughts on the mind, and she's kind of fixating right now on other things going on around her. She's very mystery puzzle oriented. She loves a good puzzle, and so she had already been having to stake out to see who was smashing mailboxes down the road. Like, that's Michelle. Like, let's go and get him. Let's figure this out. And so what we have happening is Michelle's boyfriend, Kyle, who is absolutely hunky and adorable, and he's just kind and sweet and generous.
He's very steady.
Yeah, really, really great guy. Did I mention that he was the guy in the uniform? He's the cop. So he goes over to the bank, to do his regular deposit, and they got this little conversation going on between them, between Kyle and Chelsea, because they're
both concerned, and this happens throughout the entire series. Kyle and Chelsea will see something, and Michelle will be like, it's kind of concerning, So they notice she's fixating on these things, and so Chelsea kind of tells Kyle, she's in a mood.
Yeah, but what she's fixating on that morning is a little different. So they have a serial killer called the Phantom Motorist. He's kind of, terrorizing the streets, and nobody knows who this guy is. They just see the dead bodies, and it's not making a lot of sense. So it's like a car accident.
And I will say, for those who don't like things like this, it's very off page, and we've had a lot of readers who are like, oh, it doesn't give you nightmares, you can read this right before you go to bed. So it is still cozy mystery. I know you hear serial killer and you think, oh no, I'm not gonna like this, but even my mom, who cannot stand suspense, she loved it. So
Good.
Good.
I
just wanted to throw that one in there.
But that is something that's happening in the background. And so what happened when Chelsea leaves for work that morning is that Michelle, being the overactive, gotta figure this stuff out person, she has maps laid out, where she's dotting where the victims were found, and then she creates a map to figure out where the victims lived, and then where the victim's car had been crashed. And so, because there's 3 different placements, and so she's trying to find a pattern. That's Michelle. This doesn't make sense, and it doesn't make sense for a reason, and I've got to figure it out, and that seems completely logical to me. Apparently not to anybody else.
Chelsea is, so like one of my favorite scenes is when Chelsea's leaving and Michelle's like, this might be the last time you see me again, and Chelsea's like, I refuse to live in fear with you, Michelle.
But she's like, I'm not living in fear, I'm just being realistic. Like, don't walk out the door without hugging me goodbye. This could be the last time. And so things kind of do take a strange turn for that day. A lot of stuff that they never saw coming, as suggested by the title, Hours We Regret. So you'll definitely want to pick it up. And this is just a really solid prequel to get you into the rest of the Watson twins.
And the family. That was something actually we actually hadn't really planned. It just kind of came up. So there's Chelsea and Michelle, and they're the identical twins, but they're the baby of the family. And they've got two older brothers, and they're like 10 years older than them. Right. Ryan's the oldest, and then there's Justin. So you've got Ryan and Chelsea, who are buddies, and then Justin and Michelle, who are buddies. And so we end up bringing the brothers in for this book, and it's so amazing. I love the brothers so much. I mean, I like Ryan, not gonna lie.
Ryan's okay for Big Brother, but he's not best friend material. There's a reason why they jive with one guy over the other.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but as a cozy mystery series, what you can expect here is a really quaint town. It's set in Tennessee, so it's small southern town, and family. Definitely family.
Yeah. And then what stands our brand apart is that it is Christian cozy mysteries, and so like Ryan and Chelsea have a lot of heart-to-hearts. I mean, there's other characters who do, but in Hours We Regret, Ryan and Chelsea do, and Chelsea's asking him questions like, these are hard questions, and he's bringing her to scripture and being like, well, here's how, here's what this scripture says or whatever. So that is something that I think is very important for Chelsea Michelle. It's not just that it's a cozy mystery. It does have that cozy feel, but you will walk away being refreshed and edified with it.
Right. And that's something you're going to see throughout the entire brand, throughout the entire series, is what I mean, is that it is a Christian series, and you are going to have them growing. And so those are, you've got mystery, you've got family, you've got small town, and you've got faith elements. So that's what makes up Chelsea Michelle.
You can get a sampling of this. It's not that long to read, maybe a couple hours depending on how fast you read, and there's a link to the free copy in the description below. So read it, join in on the twins' fun lives in the cozy town.
And we'll talk to y'all later.
Thanks.
Bye.